I thought it was gonna rain yesterday. It did a little bit, just sprinkled. Welcome to my morning chat. I'm back this Friday. Kind of rested on yesterday because you do that kind of working out and all that, you have to let your body rest. And so just kind of took it easy a little bit yesterday, and I'm back at it today. I've got to get that daily dose of sunshine, let that melanin, as they say, let your soul glow. And it's Friday, August 28th. And while you're at it, mess with me on that Cash App and the PayPal that's on the Facebook page. And if you're on my YouTube channel, it's in the description box. My PayPal and my Cash App. Holler at you, boy. I know these are my thoughts I just like to share with you all. Those who care to click on and log on and listen. These are my thoughts for you. And really, it's not, I guess I can't say it's not a lot that's going on, because there's a lot going on. It depends on what's in my soul that I really want to talk about. And there's some things I see as I scour social media and I scour the notes. Notes on in the news. Let me take these out. And Marcus Suter, good morning. Nicole Sibley. Are you out the hospital, Nicole? Feeling better? Right on. I hope that's the right one, or is it Nicole Wembley? I may have the wrong Nicole. Grandfam? Okay. So anyway, it's a few things. I wrote a couple of topics on the page, but y'all know how I like to go all over the place when when my thoughts start kicking in as I do my walk around my little parking lot here. And even yesterday I saw some things, and even this morning I saw some things. There's a lot of information, but I guess I have to pick and choose. I guess which ones that are, I guess, most important to me at the moment. And was Jacob Blake's shooting is still important, and his mom's words, or she herself, she still annoys me. And I meant what I said, or yesterday, or day before yesterday, when I said about these black mamas and black girlfriends get all on TV after a cop shoots a black man. They get their Aunt Jemima bootlicking, begging ass on TV. Because they know that settlement is coming. They get to saying shit like, "We forgive you. We forgive the cops. We're praying." I'm so sick of that shit. And I'm always asking, where are the fathers? They rarely, what. Then you ask the question, well, hell, most over 75% of black boys and black girls don't have no daddies. So I do pose that question rhetorically, where's daddy at? But in this case, he has a very active father who's there with him all the time. And his father has yet to say anything like that. Most fathers don't go out there and beg for forgiveness after your child has been fucking killed or shot in this case. Because the training has been placed that, we've made the mother, the black female, the matriarch, systematically made her the mother of the family. The leader, so we go to them. And black woman, just like a white woman, an Italian woman, just like any other woman, you appeal to them because eventually they do break. And so, yeah, I'm still annoyed by her and her words. And it's time out for that. This is 2020, not 1720, 1620, 1820. All of this. When you say your speech, you're appealing to white folks. It's dumb. It's dumb. But these same black women when a gang shooting has occurred, they know that the attacker, the violent attacker, or the murderer is other black folks. I want those animals in jail. I want those animals put in a cage. They are destroying blah, 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 blah. I don't have nothing but vitriol. But when the attackers are white, all of a sudden black women's tones change. Now, don't act like I'm the only one who sees this shit. So don't say, damn, Rico, you go hard on black women. They need to. Got too many black dudes around here sitting around with their dick hanging out, their pants around their ankles all the goddamn time. Tell the truth. And anyone knows, women like it when you tell the truth. They may be annoyed at the beginning, but it does something to give them that W-A or that WAP. Give them that wet-ass punani when you tell them the truth. And you guys around here sitting silent as you're being massacred. And your own women, your own mothers, your sisters, girlfriends, getting before the world and telling them they forgive them for hurting you. Just like a lot of women have looked past Kamala Harris's record of how she's handled black men with lesser charges as opposed to the white males and others. But all of a sudden, sisters forgive her. And she a sister. No damn well her genetics does not even say that. And all that shit gets on my nerves, the hypocrisy. And but then again, in addition to, we sit around here as black males, don't even look, all you gotta do is look to your right and left. Because the majority of us, over 90% of us, deal with black women on a daily basis. Our mothers, sisters, nieces, girlfriends, wives, even one-night stands. We're dealing with black women for at least 90% of us. And you don't even know there is a such thing as having the enemy within. Just look at how to behave publicly. They'll call the police on your ass in a heartbeat. But then say, oh my God, they're killing our men. Shut the fuck up. So that, I know I didn't meant to just mention her, but that takes me to a whole nother space. I get sick of the hypocrisy. I'm tired of dudes not noticing. Hell, it's not always the enemy outside in your front yard. Go look next door and look in your living room, look in your kitchen. Yeah. Because everybody, like I said, the black male is the Jesus Christ of today. Him being sacrificed allows others to live long, abundant lives. The black boy and the black male. And I need us to start having that conversation. You guys so busy simping. You got to protect all black queens. You got to protect all the sisters. Who the fuck protecting black boys? Who the fuck protecting black men? We'll have to look out for the white racist male, the white Karens, the fucked up Brads, and now we got to watch out for the terrible Tamikas and crazy Keishas. Yeah, we fighting on all fronts as black men. But due to the fact that so many are raised without fathers, they're taught to worship by any means necessary. And I find it amazing that if the cops were shooting 200 and some black women a week, I'm sure they would have all these apologies and say, we forgive you. If Kamala Harris had locked up 80% of black women or women, they would not be, well, she made some mistakes. She's allowed to change. Y'all see that shit? Well, I need black men to recognize, because black women understood this and they've gone along with the plan. They've gotten out of race. There's no racial loyalty with the masses of black women. It's gender, because gender is more convenient. Why you think Tamika Mallory aligned herself with all them white women, Hispanic and Muslim women? No, damn well, all those causes are different. But see, you throw the race out and make it gender. That's how we continue to lose. Everyone else still get to be Jews, Italians, whites, Asians. But our women talking about some, well, gender, she's a woman, I'm a woman, you dumbass. That's why you had that Judge Mammy Tammy in Dallas hug that white woman because they identified with her as a woman. And that's why we keep losing. Why we're so confused. So I can't, the women aren't going to listen because it's to their advantage. Trying to tell black women today that shit is stupid. It's almost like telling them that weave is stupid. They don't believe either one of them. They're going to keep doing the shit, even going harder. So that's why my conversation is to black men, not the beta male simps who have just got their head so far up their asses, they don't know any better. They think they're doing right. I'm talking about those who are able to be reached. And that's the problem. So go ahead and label. Rico got a problem with women. No, I have a problem with fakeness. I have a problem with contradiction. I have a problem with people purposely being blind to the truth because of whatever personal convenience or comfort that you have. Yeah. And I'm not here to defend whether I like women or not. Who gives a fuck? Because black men are being shot arbitrarily. There ain't even no motherfucking issue with me. Ask any woman I know. How does he treat you? They'll tell you. He was fine. He just got upset whenever I try to tell him what to do or how to think. That'll be their thing. He was cool. As long as I ain't try to tell him what to do or what to think, he was fine. And I can tell you that bit of piece as relates to my treatment of women. That right there. But just because you are a woman, I'm supposed to, this right, we got to protect our queens. Fuck all that. Your mama black. Ain't nobody told Serena Williams her dad was black. Ain't nobody told Tika Sumpter her dad was black. Y'all never tell none of these chicks that have Hispanic or white boy that they daddy black. So y'all kill that stupid ass shit. You came from a black woman. But wait a minute now. How come it can't be gender then? What difference does it make? You're supposed to say I came from a woman, not just a black woman. You know how those same shaming tactics that they use. Try to shame you. But it takes for teaching and learning, fellas. This is not to mean us against them. It's about men getting back to their rightful place mentally and intellectually. See, we messed around and sat around and allowed this feminist logic and this feminist rhetoric, these angry toned women to write all these articles and influence other young girls and make them whores out of them. They're the ones that's pushing that Cardi B shit and then making the stupid shit. The main feminists out there, well, you know, when black men was out there, you're not supposed to do what we do, baby. You're the girl. You're the feminine. You're the fairer sex. So anyway, enough of that shit. I'm just telling y'all, this is my thoughts on it. And his mom annoys me. And any mom, any black female, because they know a paycheck is coming. So they don't want to ruffle the feathers. They don't want to tell the truth. The way Ida B. Wells Barnett would have told the truth, the way Fannie Lou Hamer want to tell the truth. They won't tell the truth because those women didn't receive any pay. They received criticism for speaking up for not only black men, but the black family. These little sellout-ass black chicks today, be it sorority chicks, but corporate America black chicks, ghetto black chicks, sellout motherfuckers. None of them will get up there and speak to the world what Ida B. Wells talked about. None of them will get their ass up there and speak to the world about what Fannie Lou Hamer talked about. None of them will get up there and talk about what Sojourner Truth talked about. All the women they like to throw up now. We want to put Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill. You see how far that went? Because y'all wasn't serious about it. First of all, Harriet Tubman looks like an actual black woman. You know black chicks don't like black women. No, the ones that look like, they want them all to look like Rosa Parks and Kamala Harris, non-black or racially ambiguous. So I thought that little fight to have Harriet Tubman on the goddamn $20 bill was so disingenuous because black women don't like dark skin. I know. Damn, Rico, that was a sweeping generalization. Well, people can be generalized because generally it's the truth. If every chance they get, they can have a little girl that look like Mariah Carey's kids, but they are happy. That means they get to play in their hair all day long. Because it's a hair thing. Yeah, come on. We want Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill. No, you didn't. Just thought you were saying something smart. That was something easy to protest about. But if you want to prove to me that you got black men's backs, don't protest, goddammit, after you see a paycheck coming when only a cop kills them. Get mad out there when the drug dealers kill each other. The gang members. Don't come in. No, but you don't know why? Because you benefit from those gang members. You benefit from those drug dealers. They're your sons. They're your nephews. Some of them your boyfriends. That's why you don't have no big outcry in Chicago's and Memphis's and Detroit. All the inner city and urban areas across the country from women. Because just like when I was a kid, those boys out there, guess what? They also had girlfriends and baby mamas. That's how I can't take women seriously. Because just like white folks under white supremacy, white privilege, when it's convenient for them, everything is cool. But when it's not convenient for them, oh my God, police killing our men. We need to stop this gang violence. Shut the entire fuck up with your lying ass. Just shut up. This shit is crazy. And all that stems from that his mother, Jacob Blake's mom, and her damn speech. Because I'd heard that speech over and over again. But they talking about they need some motherfucking protection. No, you don't need no protection. We need protection from you and in the world. That's why I keep talking to black men. Protect each other. Because when we're protected, everybody else gets protection. And then you little feminist bitches out there, I'm for women. And this patriarchal society, let me tell you something. If you don't want my patriarchy, stop talking to me about some fucking protection. Because it is the patriarchy that does the protection. So if you don't want men around, why the fuck you want us to protect you? Y'all see how stupid chicks can sound sometimes? And ladies who are not like any of this, what I'm talking about, y'all need to put them hoes in check. These old feminist, angry, ghettos, uppity, out of touch, no book reading ass whores. But they got the biggest mouths and got the loudest platforms to say a bunch of stupid shit. That's what I'm saying to y'all. Y'all are charged like the rest of us. Put these people in check. Just like y'all want us to put certain dumbass rappers in check. Put these old loud talking stupid ass feminists know they lying about we need to get rid of the patriarchy. What? So about what? The patriarchy is almost damn near diminished in the black neighborhoods. And look at the black neighborhoods. Ain't no dudes around there nowhere. Hardly. Full of crime, drugs. What else? Weird ass occurrences is going on. Because there's no patriarchy. But you let the feminist bitches, white, black, and otherwise. Well, you know, this misogyny. This misogynoir. Like, shut the entire fuck up with that corny ass shit. And any dude that buys into that, you're a dumbass. Supposed to shut it down in every corner. They want for men, how the fuck would women make it? Women make it because of men. Either they're dying or men giving you money. You ain't got to give him no pussy. If a man thinks you pretty, he just give you shit. And so what the fuck is the toxic masculinity in that? Well, I said, you don't pay these people no goddamn attention. Am I saying that women aren't being attacked on level? Well, join the club. Everybody's fucking being attacked. But to say that you're the only victim or the most unprotected, you gotta be out your mind. Motherfuckers need protection from y'all. I'll see a chick running over the dudes, chick stabbing, shooting dudes, and then of course you get to ask, well, why she doing it? Well, how come we can't say why he killed her? How come we can't even say why he beat her ass? But every time a woman does something criminal and violent, well, it must have been something that drove her to it. Or when she kills her kids, she must have been going through postpartum depression or something. But if a man kills a woman and her children, only a coward would kill his whole family. Only a coward would kill. You know, men jump in on that. Am I saying any shit that behavior is right? No. I'm talking about the contradiction. It's sickening. And I know damn well I'm not the only one who thinks like this, but I guess I'm the only dumbass who has the nerve to say it out loud. Those are the things that get on my fucking nerves often. You know, and I try to get a good night's sleep and ignore this shit, but I'm 51 now. If I didn't learn how to do this shit at 17 and learn how to do this shit in my 20s, I can't be taught to shut the fuck up. I can't. So, you know, even when I worked, if you didn't ask me anything, I didn't tell you. I'm one of those cats. Don't ask me, and I won't tell you. But motherfuckers always asking me. Then they get mad when I tell them. And it's not even with a rude tone, whatever the question is. It's just because what people do is try to pick and see if you're part of the norm. And that's what's going on around here. The people try to pick your brain and see if you're on their side or not. That's what I'm saying. I'll talk to you on live, but in person, I'm not answering any questions about any fucking thing I say on my live. Because you're not interested. You just want to see whose side I'm on. My YouTube channel and my lives on Facebook, that's free. But in person, you need to cash at me $100 per question. I'm not asking you shit about what I said on my live. I just want y'all to share that. Don't ask me shit. It's not for free because you're not interested. All you want to do is see if whose side I'm on. You know, when we talk politics. So you vote for Trump? What fuck do you need to know? Pay me and I'll tell you. I got 3, 4, 5 goddamn choices. I got Biden, Harris. I got Trump, Pence. I have Kanye. I have probably another person that might run, and I have non-voting. I got 5 goddamn choices. Now, if you want to know which one I'm going to pick, pay me, goddammit, or don't ask me. Get sick of that shit, too. Don't ask anybody. Why do you care? All you want to know if they're gonna vote for Trump or not. That's all motherfuckers want to know. You don't care about people expressing their right to to vote. You don't give a shit. You want to know if they doing it the way you want them to do it. And that ain't how this shit working. Anybody that's grown should tell any motherfucker. Why you want to know? Pay me, I'll tell you. Well, I just want to know why. Pay me, I'll tell you exactly. Pay me. That's what the fuck's going on. Yeah, people aren't interested in no goddamn we should all have a conversation. But you ain't interested in no motherfucking conversation. All you do is interested in getting ammunition to try to use against people. Y'all see how this stuff works? I've been hip to this shit since I was a kid, a young man. And all you gotta do is just listen. But you know how I got this kind of sense? I read the books of the scholars. I was able to go to some of their lectures, like Dr. Ben Yakahanan, Dr. John Henry Clark, read some of their books. Dr. Claude Anderson, his books. So you get this kind of sense when you read what the scholars left us, not from no goddamn Bible. That's how you get this kind of sense. You learn about this. Being the feminist theory on American culture as it relates to women and their survival. You don't get shit out of there but how you hate men. You know, now I long, when you say, I long and I yearn for the days of the 80s when black people liked each other. Hell, the 70s even. Even in the height of pimping, we still liked each other. We were actual, you know, the sisters behaved like queens. They dressed like they would no, and not all of them, because some of them were prostitutes too. But even in the prostitution, they behaved a little better than some of these so-called non-prostitute ass chicks today. It's about character and dignity and how you carry yourself. And it's just not part of it because women have gotten out of their roles as women. They've gotten out of their nature as women. You are the fairer sex. You are the feminine version of me. Why would you want another man to be as feminine as you so you can completely fucking disrespect him? Any woman that got a passive, that has a passive, effeminate man walks all over him. Hell, she even fucks other dudes. She fucks the alpha males. No woman want no beta male. I mean, she's not romantically attracted to him, but he's a good provider because he always shut the fuck up and went to work and then started no trouble. So he can put in a nice 2-story house, he can buy all the wonderful things, but she doesn't get wet ass pussy on no beta male dude. What she did, she said, well, I'll settle because that thug in the street, Monica, it just ain't gonna do right. But he just makes me so sick, I can't stand him. But you ain't never heard them say that, emote that kind of passion when it comes to a beta male guy, a easygoing, law-abiding guy. That doesn't make women's coochie wet. And don't tell me all you chicks over 35, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about young, fine, supple, relevant women. No offense to you older, middle-aged chicks. But y'all be talking like y'all still relevant. Not talking about you. You know, y'all at the age where I just want a man to be nice to me. When you're 19 to 25, you want him to have this many goddamn, a whole list. That's how it is. When we get older, you realize you ain't first draft pick no more. So you've been a bench woman the last 10 years. If you're lucky enough, if smart enough to get married at 24, so a lot of you are long-time married women, so that's cool. And also, I need married women to stay in your marriage and get out of single people's business. You know, if you're not going to be an advisor to younger women on how to do this shit right, how you did it at 23 and 24, and still married over 20 years, don't say shit else about anything else, because you're supposed to be an advisor. And just like these married men, you're not going to teach them how to procure a mate and date. They make her a fiance, then propose to her. You shut the fuck up. You stay out of young people's business. Single people's business. Y'all see how that works? Been giving you instructions. You're a man married over 20 years. You teach the young guys how to do it. 'Cause believe it or not, I'm single, no children, ever married, but I'm still a proponent of family. Because I understand home ownership and family structure. Those are the two most powerful things in America. The way we going here. Well, go to Atlanta, you can see where we going. That direction. The women screwing each other, the men screwing each other. And somebody like me wonder, like, well, damn, which one of these chicks actually like men? When I moved to Dallas, so in Memphis, I'm from Memphis, so Memphis is like over 65% black. I didn't have to worry about too much in the 80s and the 90s. Well, I spent a lot of my 90s in school, from 89 to 94. Hell, I went to 96, got to stay there for grad school. But you didn't have to worry about that stuff too much when I was in Memphis. And then one of you who grew up in a majority black city, you'll know what I'm talking about. Meaning, you didn't have to worry about if she dated black men or not. When I moved to Dallas, now 12 years ago, my first year I had to learn the hard way. When I stepped to a black chick, especially a dark skin, when I had to ask them, so do you date black men? Because that's part of my questioning. When I step to a woman in Dallas, Fort Worth, and now any woman, I ask her, do you date black men? Or, I'm sorry, are you attracted to black men? Then I need to ask, do you date dark skinned men? Oh yeah, all those questions next to, do you have any kids? Do you have an STD? And all that shit. But now you need to ask, do you actually date black men? Because for a place like Dallas and all these other very multicultural cities, you just don't know. And if you call yourself a brother who wants to date sisters, you might have to expand your horizons. Because a lot of these sisters are doing all kinds of stuff, which is their choice. I'm just saying, we have to, whenever the times are changing, we have to become accustomed to what the times are. Not always good and it's always bad. You just have to recognize what's going on. And so that's what I do. I try to adjust to certain things. So I just need to know, so I won't waste my time fooling with you, sister. If I know that I'm not your race type, that's fine. I'm not gonna say, look at another sister, she right here fucking a white boy. I don't care about that. That's none of my business. Couldn't care less. No, because I meet you at that moment, I want to see, are you into me or into my race of men? You know, and you have to, and then you have the darker she is, the more she sounds like a valley girl. You know, my dad was telling me, really, Whoopi Goldberg? I mean, just the darker she is, the whiter they tend to try to be a lot of times. It's the weirdest shit, but I understand, because historically, you know, dark skin gets a bad rap. First, it was by the plantation owners and all that around there, but that's the beginning. But then it became in our own race. So, I do understand. I do empathize with the dark-skinned female. She goes through hell in her household. The grandmother calls her nappy-headed. The mama burns on the top of her head with the damn straightening comb because she can't stand with the hair that God gave her that came from her natural goddamn hair. So she gets made fun of that and given a complex with that shit. Then she go out into the world and see black boys have been taught like, man, the lighter, the brighter, the better. And so she doubly self-conscious, and so then she builds this wall. And that's how it is. They grow up, I don't care how confident dark-skinned girl appears to be, that same, I'm a dark-skinned girl feeling is in her body. And me, being a fellow dark-skinned, I try to empathize with that, and I understand that. I even try to work around through that, but I realize my efforts are for naught. They don't want no dark-skinned dude, per se. Unless he's a celebrity, they will risk having dark children if he's a brother of no dark-skinned man of means, or she's in the hood. Well, she's in the mindset just like the guys in the hood. They can't do no better. But once they think they can, and while a lot of them, you know, a lot of black girls opt to go to white colleges, not just for the major like they tell you, they have other options, and that is fine. But let's all tell the truth about the fuck while we do what we do. Let's not pretend that, you know, love doesn't see color. Love is blind. Y'all cut that shit out. Y'all know we've been trained. We've been in this bitch 400 years. It was in captive cattle slavery for a little over 350 years. That's deep-ass training, and we've never gone to therapy to be deprogrammed. We just went on. We say a bunch of cool stuff, but we haven't been deprogrammed because we became anti-African and our soul, but our genetics keep on reminding us you're African. Look at those nose and lips. And we try to lighten it up because all over the world, global white supremacy exists globally. Even going to Mexico. If you don't look like you're a Spaniard and enslave us, the dark-skinned and black Mexicans are treated like trash. They just now, in the last 2 years, started counting the black Mexicans as part of Mexico. Do y'all understand how fucked up Mexico is? And y'all was fighting for them motherfuckers to come over here. If they brown paper sack or lighter, they do a little better in Mexico. But if they look like me, they get called little neglita, or even over here. So, you know, this shit is crazy. Oh, and go to any country, all over the world. You see, and they always, on TV, they always present, if she's Caribbean, she looks like Mariah Carey. Yeah, they got enough mixed over in Africa. Yeah, Miss South Africa now looks like the actress Michael Michelle. And we know damn well ain't not even the roots is black in Africa. But if they got 10 mulattoes, they push them forward and call them Miss South Africa. Or they just straight up white. Well, you know, it's nationality, it's not race. So y'all dig what I'm saying? Now, Rico, where you going with all this? These are just my random thoughts I'll talk about. And so, can I get to the, I guess, kind of cause of why Jacob Blake's mom and all these black mamas and girlfriends say this shit? Well, let's go back. There's context to this, why they get out and appear to sell out. Thank you, Mary Max, for that message. Reminder, I guess. There's a context to why they sell out. I'm just not going to blurt it out there without any kind of foundation or context to it. No, a lot of us don't want to read what happened to us while on that 300 years of that brutality, that Holocaust, that disgusting existence. It's a lot of things that the enslaved African was taught, and we continue to push. And one thing about one of those things on the plantation was the berating and the degrading of the black child in front of the slave owner and the overseers in the form of protection. That was a part of it. A slave master come to the house and see a 9-year-old little girl. Say, oh my God, she's sprouting up like a weed. You know, because, hell, by that next year, she was ready for breeding. And they would say, well, you know, she don't do nothing. She's lazy around here. She can't do this. She can't do that. Because they were trying to protect her from the plantation owner with his eyes all over her, getting her ready for breeding. Or to bring her to the house and rape her and all that kind of shit, impregnate her himself, and all of that. And then with the boys. See, here we go with the boys. The boys were the workhouses and the studders. And they had, the stud guys. They had the stud farms. That kind of shit. And so, he was a worker. He said, oh my God, how old is he, about 11? Yeah, he about ripe for the fill in the blanks. The breeding or the working like a dog, already being worked like a dog, but even more. And so he said, no, he's stupid. He can't even lift a shovel to dig a decent hole, old master. He can't. So that was done in protection. When they thought, you know, if I belittle and degrade my child, that would decrease the value in the plantation owner's eyes of my child. And guess what? All of this, what I'm just saying, you can read it in Dr. Joy Leary's book, Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome, as well as other books. But this is one that kind of spells it out. Let me give you all an example. She gave an example in her book. She says, we're at a play, a white parent and a black parent. The white son is up there and the black son is in the play. And the white mother reaches over, the black mother looks over to the white mother of the white son and says, wow, he learned his line. He's doing a good job. He's pretty good. And the white mother said, yes, he's doing a great job. We practice and he's awesome. And so the white mother looks over to the black mother and says to her son, says about her son, he's really doing a good job himself. Darnell has really learned his line. And then the mother says, yeah, but if I can get him to clean up his room, he'll never take out the trash. Yeah, he might be good at it, but you see what just happened? That same training goes on, and a lot of us are guilty of that. Somebody compliments your son or your daughter, well, mainly your son. Wow, he's a good football player. He gets straight A's. But child, if he keep on throwing them pads in the flow before I have to wash them, and if he can do that, you see how that works? Devalue him. And we do it subconsciously. Let's go to the First Lady, Michelle Obama. How she did Barack. Y'all didn't pay attention to it because y'all think everything she says is cute. See, I'm a listener. And I'm an analytical listener. In interviews, They would talk about, her being the first lady and Barack Obama, but she would say, now her husband is touted as the first black president making history, blah, blah. Most powerful man in the world. And she's being brought along for the ride. Instead of her saying, yes, my husband is awesome. Oh my God, he is the leader, he is the man. You know what she says? Oh yeah, Barack, but let me tell you something, man, if he would just learn to pick his socks up off the floor sometimes. What, bitch? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But see, the stuff is still there. Because we have not gone through the deprogramming or the debriefing of that plantation education. That plantation hypnosis. We still do it. You went to HBCU. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty great. Yeah, you went to Grambling? Oh, that's pretty awesome. Somebody from white school, you said, yeah. But man, them folks is tripping about their financial aid. Well, if they could just work on it, and in our program, it could do better. Motherfucker, they didn't even ask you that. You're supposed to say, yes, Grambling State University is awesome. And I'm glad I attended there. No other place that I would have rather to have attended. Y'all read that book, Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome, so y'all won't think Rico out here hating or tripping. But then those who think outside the box are always labeled that. You ever notice that? Y'all worship these people now, but they were labeled militant and thought outside the box. You want to worship Ida B. Wells right now, sisters. You want to think, a lot of you guys want to worship Nat Turner and Marcus Garvey, but back in the day, it was thought of as alternative and crazy and out the box. And here we are, still among us. Here, y'all even want to call Kanye crazy, and all the man would throw out some thoughts. You ain't want to belittle mental illness. Because you find out the man has bipolar disorder. Allegedly, I think he came out and said it. So everything he says is minimized and tucked to the side. Well, he got that bipolar disorder. Y'all think bipolar disorder only came out? And I keep saying it again, the reason y'all hate on him because he came out as an avowed Trump supporter, his political preference. And he said some things that were worth researching. Slavery is a choice. Research it. I'm like, well, damn, you know what? It is a long-ass time. The Jews were just fucked up for 6 years. And we 300 years going into the shit. It's something to think about. Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. She just took them when they can work for other white folks. Well, what black person was owning any jobs during that time? See, things to think about. And you got motherfuckers who are mad at what Kanye said ain't never read a passage about Harriet Tubman ever. Y'all see how this thing works? So, we're going to get it together one day. And even your Lord Savior Jesus Christ was looked at as an outside the box and labeled crazy because of what he was saying. So before y'all start labeling people like me and others who dare speak against your comfortable norm, y'all need to think about who y'all call yourselves some of your idols. Everybody that you like and worship were considered outside of the norm, even in the white community. But they don't call Benjamin Franklin crazy for standing out there, that allegedly standing out there with a kite with a key on it to check out electricity. They don't call him names. They just say he's a great discoverer. And they build statues and honor him. Y'all see how fucked up we are? We don't go under there because we just can't believe that we're awesome like that. But it has to be some eccentricism involved in a lot of this thinking. If we believe that the planet is huge, that the world is huge, guess what? Why can't thought be even bigger or the same huge? You understand how this works? Hell no. People like me, we're not giving the huge platforms to change the minds of our people. We're giving the huge platforms to be vilified. But he said this about the preachers. He said this about our Greek fraternity organization. He said this about gays. He said this. That's why you put me up front, so you can like, what do y'all think about this? This shit is insane. But we're going to get it together one day. We are. We got 40 million asleep black folks. We got 45 million asleep black folks. And then, when someone dares to come out, you want to insult them. You woke folks. Because let me tell you something about you motherfuckers that be saying that. Y'all are annoying, you're childish, and you just bitch-assness permeated throughout your community. So you woke folks. Well, that's supposed to be an insult. So if they're woke, what the fuck are you? If they're woke, what are you? They pointed out something that's fucked up in the society, but it goes against what you're comfortable with. All of a sudden now, sarcastically, they're woke folks. You know, y'all get out of here. Niggas is just stupid. Just stupid. Won't read shit. And I'm going to keep pushing those books. That's the only thing that's going to set us free. And not one of those books include the Quran or the goddamn Bible. Real research, real books that was written for us to follow today. That's the stuff I push. 'Cause I guarantee you, if you pushed it on the black folks in the ghetto, you'll see a change within 6 months. You tell them, put that Bible down, put that history of Crips and Bloods book down, put all that shit down, and read these 3 books. Prodigy Books' Miseducation of the Negro, Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome, and Dr. Claude Anderson's Black Labor, White Wealth. That will be the beginning of our people coming out of that purple haze. Those 3 books, give them 1 year, read those 3 books, and it may lead them to other books on my black book list. Send it to me if you want a copy of my black book list. Send me an email address, either my YouTube channel in the message or my Facebook through Messenger. Because we're going to have to do the reading. We can't continue to march without any goddamn instructions. We let other people tell us what to do. You know, every political season, we show our ignorance. We're totally piss poor in the dark when it comes to politics. We have no clue as a race. We do not have a clue about how politics work. If you did, you would look at the best example that's out there, and that's Asians. And even LGBT, that's a community. It's not even a race. That's a group of motherfuckers. And they know how to manipulate and propagandize their bullshit. And get the shit turned into law. Well, we're human beings. We were born this way, so we can't help it. Enter laws to protect pedophilia. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm one of those Aquarius cats who believes in thinking outside the box. And that's what's going on. So be turned off all you want to. I don't give a shit. Doesn't bother me. That's why we have our own Facebook pages. And I can't wait for November 4th to be over, November 3rd, whatever the fuck it is. So then I'm going to see how we going to act towards each other. We're going to apologize for some of the fucked up shit we said just because somebody didn't vote for Biden. Because I know you notice I'm saying, the people who are Trump supporters, they kind of stay to themselves. Don't tell me I'm lying. They don't bother nobody. It's you Negroes that's so caught up in the Biden-Harris ticket, y'all attacking anybody that y'all think is black who does not agree with your narrative. Call them all kinds of names. They coons. So you better wait for this racist? Let me tell you how stupid y'all sound. To all the Biden supporters and Kamala Harris. Y'all ready to vote for this racist and not that racist? That's how you motherfuckers sound. That fucking dumb. You call people names. It's like you get all the sense in the world because you're on a Democratic plantation. That's another thing. You know, Kanye and even Candace Owens brought to our attention the Democratic plantation. And luckily a lot of folks are walking off that damn plantation. I need more black men to walk off that plantation. Come on, brothers. There's nothing there for you. Nothing. It's for women, single mothers, white women, LGBTQP, beta male simps, and all these other uppity blacks. Get off that. That's not for you, brothers. That part is not for heterosexual, masculine black men. It is not for us. Where you go, as long as it's not Democrat, I don't give. You can go to third party, you can go Republican, whatever. But get your ass off that Democrat. All they want you for is your votes. And then after you vote for them, your shit else is said to you, shit is done for you. But I guarantee you, they pass laws to do a lot of dumb shit to you. Never fails. It's been in history. So it is what it is. And now the Republican Party ain't no better because look at the fuck shit they've done. But when you compare what they've done and then the Democratic Party is supposed to be your savior, we're screwed on both ends. But one thing about that other party, you'll see your representation more highlighted. We ain't talking about being a conservative as a white, right-wing Christian shit. There's such thing as black conservative. That's the third party right there. How come whenever motherfuckers call themselves black conservatives, they got to align themselves with them motherfuckers? That can be a third party of black men and black women. But I need you black conservative motherfuckers who want to talk about, well, you know, it's poor in the black community. And you know, the Democrats have done it, taking black people's votes for granted. But you go home to white folks. We ain't doing that either. You black conservatives married to white women and white men, shut the fuck up about black issues, please. Shut up. Candace Owens, bye. That little chick, even though she's cute, that's running in Baltimore, that congressional seat, but got a whole white husband, and he got baby mamas, and I think own a strip club. Her name is Stacey Klasick. Stacey Klasick. You take your little Bama ass on too. I don't want to hear what you have to say. It lets me know there's an ulterior motive. See, when I talk to us, I got my dating habits. Black women, black folks. I'm not some black dude that dates all Mexicans and majority Mexican, white girls and Asians and talking about what's going on with black people and black women behavior. I don't want to hear your mouth either, brother. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about black women, and you don't even date them. You ain't have no children by them, so why the fuck you got something to say about black women? Just go on. See, that's how I roll on both sides. I'm neutral. And I don't have a problem with blacks being conservatives. I just came out as a conservative, meaning not right-wing, but conservative like our grandparents' conservatives. And a lot of stuff I talk about is about expectations. And I say this shit, I talk about poor blacks and talk about teenage mothers and single motherhood, and that's not who we are. That's a bunch of trash-ass, dumb-ass, retarded-ass behavior. There's no sense for nobody to be no single mom in 2020. All these forms of birth control. You got all that Bible and you still fucking outside the cloth. Having babies outside of what you say you taught. Some of y'all mamas and daddies preachers. Still, y'all fucking crazy. I'm supposed to take you seriously? Again, do you, I'm just telling you. And I don't hear them damn excuses. Well, you know, I was young, you know, things happen. No. Guess what? I've been here, and I officially started fucking at 22 years old. That's when I lost my virginity. So far, so good. Condoms, and yes, I played the Russian roulette game with the pull-out game. Woo! And I look back and say, Rico, boy, you dodged the bullet about 6 times in that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So it is possible for men not to have children when they don't want to have them, or just have them because they having sex, just screwing. You understand how this works? So I'm not here for any of these goddamn excuses. Guess what? I've had sex drunk. And I've had sex with good girls and, Lord Jesus, bad girls. All of them managed to escape all that shit. Religious, non-religious, heathens, non-heathens. Yeah, I'm an Aquarius. You know, we're kind of broad, versatile in our movement. You hear me? So, but still, the point is, no babies brought here. Can't nobody come from college years or whatever and say, Rico, this your son. How old is this motherfucker? He's 26. What? Fucking crazy. So that's what I'm saying, kill the excuses. And I know damn well women have no excuses, because you can't get no pussy without permission. So I'm talking about the men. Man, you know. No, I don't know. I've lived it. Now, even I were at 51 messing around and got caught sleeping with a cute little 30-year-old. I'ma have it. Well, I'm grown. I'm an old dude, so she ain't contributing that deeply to the statistics. So I have been met with chicks with kids and with children. Because I don't date single mamas. Not seriously, but anybody can get it. So I've slept with single mamas, women without kids. So, but you know my policy, I don't seriously date no chick that have kids. I mean, my age, if you dating women in their 40s, they got kids, so let me say that. But it's just something to it. I just don't want that drama. But anywho, I'm not saying that I have it, but I have, and realize probably should have done that. So, I want to get to a couple more things before I get into my my running. But the thing is, you know, expectations. Y'all know what these lives are about, expectations. I'm not coming from a place of perfection, just practice. Us older folks, let's tell the young people, stop getting these damn tattoos and ruining your chances of going mainstream unless you do something alternative like own a tattoo shop, or you gotta wear a long ass sleeve shirt even in the summertime at your job and shit. Cover up your neck and shit, that's stupid. If you're gonna get you one small one and call it a tattoo. What's all this decorating your body like a dumbass? See, as a mental health professional, I look at all that as suspect. What are you trying to hide, Chris Brown? What are you trying to hide, Lil Wayne? What are you trying to hide? Anybody get all this shit out around your neck and stuff. These are guys. I'm looking at women with the same thing. So the best person for you to date is somebody who's down with that. There's a lot of guys who down with women covered up in tattoos. That shit is disgusting. There's nothing sexy about that. You're a woman. You are a woman. Maybe you need to go back to church and get a good preacher to teach you about God and what a woman is. And all the stuff, no, thou shalt not mark that body up with the image of the beast. How can we see how church folks just read through shit when it's convenient for them? And I ain't been to church since I was 12 years old, and I know that. Mary Mac, this thing is awesome. So, Mary Max, I'm sorry. And so, well, I'm saying, y'all got, hell, even your Bible tells you something, they ignore all that shit. They don't care. They don't care. So, you know, I'm going to go to those couple topics that I wrote down that y'all see on the post. Look at some things. You know, there's a young brother just murdered, Nathaniel. And I think he comes from an immigrant community, because I saw a little story on it today before I came out to walk. They all had an accent. And that same theme is out there. You got the police around the police station, the people out in the crowd. We'd want justice, and they saying it with, I don't know, Caribbean accent or African accent or something. These are not foundational blacks. These are immigrant blacks. And we want justice for him because they're not supposed to shoot people. I'm like, okay, that's one thing. The next thing I see is a woman talking to the police. I remember when I told y'all I found it strange that and that's then goes to the next question. So, how anybody can be called an activist just because you're standing there talking to a policeman with a fucking shield over his face and his gun, hand on his gun holster with a, you know, with a shield up, so you get to stand and yell in his face. That makes you an activist? Is that what makes people activists now? That's the case. Half of American black women should be activists, because that's all they do is talk shit and get pictures taken of. And women, period, they get to yell at the police and shit, and so that makes them activists. I saw Keke Palmer. I was watching the extra, and they refer to her as a goddamn activist. What is she's activist in? I love whoever loves me. Oh, sexually ambiguous little heifer? What are you an activist in? Aren't you dating a white boy now? So how the fuck she gets to be an activist after a black male has been murdered? Y'all see how, black men, y'all see how easy it is for motherfuckers to step on your backs and get prominence or get a name? This shit is crazy. It's insane. Now Keke Palmer. Now, I guess in the last year, since the Black Lesbians Matter thing, now Portia Williams, who I think is gorgeous, so cute, just, oh my God. Whew. But she can stand to lose about 40 pounds though, because she ain't got that extra, I call it black girl TV thick. And it's kind of losing, but she's still pretty as all get out, but she can lose about 40 pounds. Get it right, get it tight, Portia Williams, god damn. And please don't say it's baby weight. Ain't that baby like 12 now? No, I'm just playing. No, but she's too cute. But somehow, I guess she got arrested or something, and now she's an activist. I like anything. Portia ain't been in nobody's school, and she ain't been in nobody's planning committee, strategies or nothing, but she get out there because cameras are out there. Black men, y'all see what's going on? You bring the light. I'm telling you something, I got the perfect song to who we are. The Clark sisters, you are the lifeline, you are the lifeline in their life, you are the lifeline, you bring the sunshine in our life, you are, that's like who we are. We're incomparable, incredible, unsurmountable, can I get a witness that black man is Jesus? Won't it make a difference after he dies? Can I get a witness? The black man is Jesus. Whoa, won't it make a difference after he dies? He get murdered, he get hanged, he get lynched, he get shot to the ground, ground, ground. Somebody say, you are the lifeline in their lives. Black men, that's your theme song. That's your theme song, black men. The Clark sisters wrote about you, didn't even know it. And shout out to the Clark sisters, by the way. I meant no disrespect. So I'm just saying, we're going to get it one day, black men, who we are. When they say the black man is God, now that is the truth. And y'all should buy the t-shirt I make it. The black man is today's Jesus Christ. Whenever his crucifixion makes it possible for everyone else to live life abundantly. Because it is the truth. But we have to do some own reading and research on our own to recognize our own value, because we've been devalued in the situations that we're brought up in, called single motherhood in urban areas and the ghettos. That's not required because we're black, but it means your mother makes a decision to have you in poverty, in gang violence, and just treacherous situations. That's the choice your mother makes. Damn right, I'm putting the fault where it's supposed to go. Right there. Because women can decide who they get pregnant by, they can decide where they had a baby at. And 2020 makes no sense for women deciding to have babies in impoverished situations, in dangerous neighborhoods. It is insane. Whew. Hold on a second, I think I see. Mary Max, what are you saying, honey? We had one biracial politician who didn't do shit to help black folks. And that's all it took for me. Behavior is insanity. Insanity is something that is respected in their daily lives. Good call, okay. Yeah, that's how this stuff works. So I guess I need to entitle this my speech to black men and expectations of women. Because that's what this stuff is about. It's about black men living up to our expectations. But we can't do it under current conditions. We got to teach each other. I need you brothers to come out of your lodges. I need you to come out of your Greek meetings. I need you to come out of the church. We're going to have to meet and have these discussions that keeps us divided as men. Because that's what all this shit is about. That's what all this shit is about. And guess what? It's also about trying to get Trump out of office. They will allow, and that Alexis Ocasio-Cortez put out this tweet, but they're saying that it's not true. They want to hold the pandemic as long as Trump is president, keep it going, no matter how many people lose their livelihood through their businesses being closed and how many people die. They want to keep this going until they successfully get Trump out of office. That's what the Democrats think about you. They blocking all the shit that's being suggested to, I guess, bring relief to the citizens during this time. And a lot of the police shootings happened under Obama, just carried on under this president. And guess what? As soon as they get another Democrat, they get Biden in so they can make Kamala the president, all of a sudden you won't hear about police shootings anymore. It's something, isn't it? But y'all don't think outside the box. This shit is not fake. This is reality. And they tell us all this shit in the movies all the time. What's coming, how it's coming, how we gonna act. We play out these movie roles every goddamn day. So, I don't know. It's just the weirdest shit. And so I just want to get to my running now. And get my exercise in and stay up, and I'll come back to y'all on Monday. But Sunday night at 8 o'clock, y'all. Sunday night will be August, let me see, today is 28th. It's 29th, I guess August the 30th, I'm sorry. Sunday night, 7 o'clock, On my YouTube channel, Rico the Opinionist, I will have a guest on who is a Trump supporter. He runs for Trump, and he's a black dude, went to HBCU and everything. I think he has a black wife. If not, we'll find that out. So check me out on my YouTube channel Sunday night. Conversations with Rico. That's my YouTube series on my Rico the Opinionist page. Conversations with Rico. I'll see y'all then. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll definitely vibe again on beginning Monday of next week. Y'all take care. Peace.